Behave, it's me, Baron Bedsores. Now then, it's the Baron. Saturday sees the running of the 144th Kentucky Derby at Churchill Downs. Now, 4-1 each way, best with Bet365, who are paying the quarter of the odds. I'm siding with Mendelssohn, who I hope's going to be leading the charge home and should be there or thereabouts. Since winning the Breeders' Cup Juvenile on the turf, Mendelssohn's really filled out. For me, two completely different horses. He looks a real robust freak of an animal, and you only have to look at the maiden win where he won the Derby, where he absolutely pulverised the field by a good 17 to 18 lengths to notice the difference and how much he's come on since last year. The more I watch that maiden race, and let's not forget, he nearly shaved his second half off the course record, the more I'm coming round to thinking that if Mendelssohn had something to run with at least halfway up the straight, he would have pulled a bit more out of the bag and truly shown what he's about. So my opinion of Mendelssohn at this moment in time is he's got the dirt pedigree, he's filled out a treat since last season, his fractions are impeccable, he looks a game, genuine colt, and to be honest with you, he looks hard as nails, and he's going to take some stopping on Saturday. Right, so we get to the price. Bet365 are paying quarter of the odds at the fours, and the only betting firm what doing it, everyone else is a fifth the odds. So if you bang your each way on with Bet365 and Mendelssohn gets chinned or it finishes third, you're going to get your stake back. So for me, it's a penalty kick. I can't have Mendelssohn out of the first three home, and if you look at the card and look at the form and look at the fractions, it is between the first three in the betting. Saying that though, you don't have to be Einstein to work that one out. One last thing I will say about the prices, I know it is a bit skinny at 4-1, but again this is just my opinion. If this colt was coming out of a different barn, the likes of Todd Pletcher or Chad Brown, Mendelssohn would be half the price to go and win the Kentucky Derby on Saturday. This race can be brutal for young colts, and looking at the line-up, there does seem to be a bit of tactical skullduggery going on. So Ryan Moore's going to pop out the stalls, try to get ahead of affairs to protect Mendelssohn from kickback. Mendelssohn's drawn 14, which I'm quite happy about. Normally, as a rule, in a race like this, if you're drawn on the inside, you tend to get swamped by the wider horses, trying to get a decent position. Ryan Moore tends to break quite well on Mendelssohn, or should I say, Mendelssohn's quite accurate as soon as the gate opens. I'm more than sure the colt's cute and clever enough to jump out the stalls and get to the head of the affairs without using too much juice to avoid the kickback before we get to the first crucial turn in the race. In an ideal world, and if that pans out, there's only one winner for me. The other side of the coin is if the gates open and he meets a lot of traffic, and what you've got to say to yourself in an ultra competitive race such as the Kentucky Derby, where I've seen many decent horse go, and as soon as the gates open, for whatever reason, the tactics have had to go out the window and they're winging it all the way around. I do think if Mendelssohn does hit traffic, he is clever enough, game enough and hard enough to even get in the each way places, and I'd rather protect my stake out of the 4-1. So that's why I am doing this selection each way. So that's going to be the selection. Mendelssohn, 4-1 each way, best at Bet365 to win the Kentucky Derby. Bang your comments and let me know what you're going for. Good luck with all your selections, whatever you pick, and I'll leave it for now. Cheers for listening to Baron.